Hi, this is To Be Candid, and welcome to the very first episode of the podcast where we talk about relatable things as a young Nigerian. My name is Oba Ukuli. We have Achai. Whizdom. We have Whizdom here, and we have Tolu.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Tolu.
Nice meeting you too, Ukuli.
Ukuli, yeah, whichever one.
Go on.
It's like the name of a sweet.
Abi.
Ukuli.
So, how was? Let me talk to Tolu. How was your Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Yeah, Valentine's Day.
Oh wow. Can I remember? Yes, my Tuesday, Valentine's Day. Like every normal single springle, but I'll not call myself single springle. I'll just call myself springle because it's good to confess good things. Every springle.
The good thing being that you're not single or...
No, I'm single now, but I want to be like, you understand? Springle.
Okay.
Like every springle. I just woke up in the morning and I was like, it's Valentine's Day. And then I received an alert from my friend. And then my friend was like, oh, it's Valentine's Day.
Is your friend looking to like make new friends? Or...
Yes, he's looking to like make...
I'm not looking for he, don't worry.
Oh, you're not looking for he. Oh, you thought it was a girl. No. He's a he. And I received an alert from him. He's like, oh, wow, I sent you an alert. And I'm like, for what, please, Oga? He was like, oh, remember that this thing that I'm owing you? Like, oh, is it like a Valentine's gift? And I'm like, no. But actually, my Valentine's Day was fun. My dad
went to work.
Yeah, I went to work.
Wow, so much fun.
Yes, fun. Being a lawyer. I went to work and my dad wished me happy Val. So I'm my dad's Val for like the 25th time.
I like when people that are single, yeah, and when their family wishes them happy Valentine's Day, like make you feel like. Yes.
Wait now, yeah, the main thing.
Okay.
So my mom now wished me happy Val, but you know when a mom wishes you happy Val, she will send the message in a very, how will I put it, discreet form. Like, you know, you need to leave my other Val alone. So
that position has been filled. You can't find your own.
What about you, Whizdom? What about you?
Tuesday, I'm not going to lie. It's a very normal day.
Yeah.
It's a very normal day. I don't have an exciting life. It's not exciting.
You have a love life. You have a love life. It's not exciting.
Wait, when last did you have a love life?
When last did I have a love life? Now, this is not a topic space. But to be candid, when last did I have a love life? I think cool.
Wow. At least you had a love life.
When people were on their own, you're part of the people that was. You're part of the people that was sharing COVID.
What was the point is we're not even around each other. So I think what COVID did for that relationship was it kind of showed
so basically it was long distance.
Yeah, it was long distance.
Okay.
Very sad.
No, that's not even the sad part. It was sad. Okay, then I was in school. I was like doing my project and all. So
and you had time for relationship.
Somehow. My folks are into school business. So during that time, schools were not. So you can get maybe what's around those contexts. And the person I was with, right, that was the period I realized that this person actually demanded for a lot. It doesn't make sense. Because
what do you mean by demanding for a lot?
Okay, for instance now, I cannot remember exactly what the person had, but the line of the conversation was, okay, I'm trying to put in money towards my project, and so the money I'm getting from business, I want to use it in my project. I'm still very young person.
Yeah.
We get, and the person is like, but I need something very, very trivial. It's not something that you don't get and you cannot spare time for.
Yeah, definitely.
I was wondering, okay, if I'm telling you that this is a priority for me, because this is education, for God's sake, at that point where you are, that should be what should be your priority.
Yeah.
But if this is now going to have to take preeminence over this, I can't now.
So you're one of those people that feel like your education comes first before love.
For me,
I think other people that think other things should come first.
Some people are lover boys and lover girls. Let's be realistic.
So they'll put
Love first.
Yes, I think some people put love.
Yes.
That's like.
And I'm telling you, I don't want to be objective. Is that the word?
I don't know the word.
Okay, I don't know. But some people put love first. Like if you meet some certain people, you know that this person is all about love. They are looking for love. Whether they are doing one important project or not, they are looking for love.
That person never gets solid good. They never someone me
No.
when your eye go open. But I think I know somebody that, no, I don't know the person personally, but the person was like, okay, she's sucker for love, but then she's had breakfast and that. For me,
sorry, before we go on, topic of today's podcast is in your 20s as a Nigerian. So basically, we're going to be talking about things that we've experienced as young Nigerians. But like, I'm turning 30 next week, so I won't be able to like relate.
Birthday! What do you mean?
With young
Your
people.
20s.
With young people anymore.
Okay.
So, like, there's this thing that is everywhere right now. Podcast is everywhere right now. It's like they say it's a disease.
yeah.
I remember when I started my podcast. Yeah. By the way, my podcast is Ukuli Talks Podcast. You can find me on any podcast listening platform. It's an audio podcast. So yeah, I remember when I started podcasting in 2020. I was very bored. Then I listened to one podcast. I think that was the first time I listened to a podcast, and I was like, "Wow, I can actually do this." Yeah, because I found my strength in it. I was like, I can actually do this, and I started. And then I had this certain vision, but you know, because of the kind of school we're in, we're restricted by budget. There are a lot of things. No, there's no need to call our school. So there are a lot of things that we couldn't do. So now podcasts are everywhere, and most of these podcasts, they are talking about relationships.
Yeah.
Every single because once you're young in your 20s, you realize that you tend to be drifting towards, for you now, towards men, or men be drifting towards you a lot, or for you, Whizdom, will be drifting towards women. So like, at this
Whizdom, what's that? Please, oh. You know I'm a sprinkle.
So like,
let's not.
Now that these podcasts are everywhere, everybody's talking about relationships. Tolu, when last were you in a relationship?
Okay. Well, for me, when last was that 2018. That was the last time I was in a relationship. I'm even worse than Whizdom, but I'm a sprinkle
like,
kind of person.
you
But
actually,
talking stage.
Sorry, if
I've
somebody
had plenty
had
talking stage.
Sorry, if somebody had actually entered university in 2018 to go for civil engineering 5 years, so the person,
No, let's count it now. Let's
it's 5
count
years
it
now.
now. 2018, 2019, 2021.
2022.
Oh wow,
Exactly
really?
5 years.
Oh my
5
god.
years. So you,
Yeah.
like, that's like a full bachelor's degree.
For me,
That picky for don't enter primary one by now.
Abi. But the thing is that I'm this kind of person that I have to take my time. I don't just jump into one relationship or the other.
Okay.
I'm a take my time kind of person. And when I get attached to a person, it's hard for me to leave, let go. So I think I'm a lover girl, but this kind of lover girl, I have to calm down, you understand?
Yeah.
Maybe pick that person very well, selectively. So that's my thing. So when I get out of a relationship, so it will take me years again. I must heal fully.
Take years again.
Not like years again. Not like years
So
again.
like,
I meant like
if by chance you get into a relationship this year, and I don't know, I'm not saying it to end, but like breakfast is inevitable actually.
Abi.
So like, if it ends, that means you're going to take like another 5 years to heal.
God forbid, though. I'm trying to like, you understand?
Are you? Is it like you're healing from like lung cancer? Or, I don't know.
No,
I mean,
calm down. Calm down now. Like, I don't know. For my kind of person, I think it takes time. To like, when I say I'm in love with someone, I want to be serious about it. Love, like, I love you. You understand? Not the one that I'm just saying with, with words or with mouth.
This is a very different perspective to it. So I will like to. I want to ask first.
Okay.
Who served breakfast? Were you?
I was the one that actually served breakfast, but I didn't take the relationship serious because I even had the relationship was for like 3 months. But still, I still want to take my time. I'm one of those people that feel like there's that one person. That one person. Please don't.
I don't know. My own view, my view on relationship and love was obviously evolve as you get older and all. But I think the place where I am right now, I get the fact that you want to be in a relationship and you have to be serious and all.
Yeah, definitely.
But when you're still like in your 20s and all, there are a lot of things that are very, very important. Especially if you're a guy.
Yeah.
You relate, you have to really consider beauty in yourself.
Yeah.
You have to really consider believing yourself, because the thing about relationship is value is what's supposed to attract value. So
True.
if there's no value both ways, it really makes no sense there.
Yeah.
So for me, my own perspective about relationship as I am right now, it's not so much about the feeling of desire. The way I am, right? If I
It's
have
not about the feeling.
You know,
of
so you
desire.
can date someone that you're not attracted to, you don't have feelings for, but the person is very rich, and then you start a relationship.
Yeah, I can. I actually can.
no, the rich or don't be
I
rich
actually can.
it's not even a factor. But
Or the person has value,
Yes,
but you're not attracted to the person.
The way I am. Reason why you're attracted to. Let me just then how that solves that question in my head is, okay, who do you think is most valuable to you that you love to want to keep having conversations with? That's how that assembles in my head. So if I start getting close to someone and I see probably you have a lot of value and everything, I would not lie. You definitely is a woman now. There's going to be some.
So your
Okay.
kind of relationship is symbiotic one.
I don't know what that means, but
Like you're taking from her, she's taking from you.
there has to be value trade.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that brings me to my next question. Wisdom, I want you to answer it. Do you feel like it's okay to miss your exes? Like, it's okay to like miss them. It's okay to like still keep in touch with them. Since you said,
Oh, I miss my husband.
since you said like you said you have to, the person has to be adding value. And
Yeah.
once the person start adding value, you're attracted to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like when things end with that person, yeah, do you feel like it's still okay to like talk to them and stuff?
That's a very great area for me, because I so much inclined to what you said. If there's somebody that I've gotten very close to, I don't keep a lot of friends. So I'm very picky about who I let into my personal space.
Yeah,
so if I let you into that personal space and you come there, it's going to be very hard for me to detach from you, even when we're probably apart. Because sometimes I write.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'm just thinking about some random thought, and then I realize I probably think thinking about those times and all. But if I decide to make a clean break, because I've done like a clean break with some people before,
Okay.
I'll just and it registers in my head that this is what we want to do. That's just the end.
Okay.
What about you, Tolu?
Like I said earlier, I get attached to people easily. Close cycle. My friends, they are not that much. So I'm not the kind to jump from one person to another. But what I'm just trying to say is that we should take this love thing seriously. I don't know, maybe I take things too seriously in my 20s. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one. But there are some people that I've met that will be like, it's not just someone that you are dating. Another person will come again, you understand? Person will serve breakfast, you move on. But how do people do it for goodness sake?
Right, I think
Yes, you should tell us your view.
I'm
You've been
not
acting about us. I mean, you're 30, you're going
I'm
to be
turning 30
30.
next week. So
Yes.
we don't get.
So give us about your own
experience.
view.
I think
At least we are in the 20s.
I feel like personally,
Yeah.
it's okay to be in touch with somebody that's made you feel a certain type of way.
Okay.
Like, if for let's say I dated somebody for a year, I don't think I've had any relationship that lasted for a year, but like I think if I dated somebody for a year, it's not sad. I think if I dated somebody for a year and for like let's say for like 6 months out of, or like 8 months out of the 12 months, they made me feel a certain type of way. Like they were loving, they were kind, caring, and all those other nonsense.
Yeah.
They're not nonsense, but like you get what I'm saying. If
Yeah,
they made me feel, that type of way, I feel like it's okay for me to like miss them. It's okay for me to still want to talk to them.
So you're not the
From
type
time
to
to
cut
time.
them off immediately.
Not always. If I have a bad breakup with somebody, I feel like there's no point in us talking anymore.
Okay.
Because let's say
So you can
I
view
caught you
their
cheating.
status.
I don't. The thing is, once I check out, I check out. Once I'm done, I'm done.
Yeah.
I won't care about you anymore. But like in the meantime, in that period when I'm still like,
That space where you see considerate.
okay, I might even be talking to other people. But the fact that I liked how you made me feel, the fact that you were there for me at a certain point in my life, I want you in my life. Yeah, until you tell me you don't want me anymore, then I'll like pack my kaya and move.
You're really kaya.
No,
But
see,
Yeah.
for that period. But I feel like it's okay to miss your exes. Sha. I like keeping in touch with my exes.
So imagine if you're dating someone,
Not like
will you keep in touch with your exes?
It depends.
It
That's
depends,
where
it
you draw
depends.
boundaries and stuff. You draw
Depends,
boundaries
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. Because if I'm dating someone that tends to get really jealous, and she's like, she doesn't want me talking to this person,
Same, yeah.
I would have to like respect her. Sounds like they talk like that.
No.
No, we're just
so
we're
much
just
wisdom.
saying.
Wait,
So much wisdom, Sha.
You know what? Of course I'm here.
So,
Oh my God. Okay.
I think this is one of the reasons why it's important that for me the way I see, I'm not a very emotionally driven person. I don't know.
Okay.
But I think this is probably the reason why there's some certain rules I feel are really important. Like for instance, it's don't talk to your ex and all. If you date somebody you work with,
It's true. You have to talk to
imagine the kind of situation.
But why will you date
Because-
your co-worker in the first place? Don't you have boundaries?
No, I don't support it, but when
Because-
it happens, right?
sometimes it's not. You don't plan. You don't plan for things like that.
Yeah.
Probably there's this thing they call work husband and work wife.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's somebody. You have a work husband. I can see your face. I can
way
see your
she
face.
offended.
Yeah.
No, that one you know that person is a work husband. You
That's
cannot
the
be
thing.
gisting with the person after
That's
work.
the thing.
But
Let me
You
tell
keep the
something.
boundaries.
It starts-
You know the funny
it all
thing?
starts.
You know the funny thing? That person you think is just your work husband, right? Just get one secular space you guys are in outside work.
See,
It will
it's
shock
not.
you.
It's all these things you don't plan for these things.
Okay.
Yeah? So like, if you have a work husband or a work,
work
wife, whichever, and you guys don't even talk after work. You guys act like you don't even know each other
Yeah,
after
yeah.
work. Except whenever you guys are calling each other is related to work.
Work.
You won't know, because when you're at work, because you spend most of the time at work.
Yeah.
Because you're probably doing it, if you're doing a 9 to 5, you spend most of the time at work. And while you're working, this person is there, and the person is talking to you, you're talking to the person. Then you realize that you enjoy being in this person's company a lot. And that's where your brain will start telling you nonsense.
That's why it's easy to get attracted to people. And that's why we should be careful on how we end up in a relationship.
Okay, so now your work husband, the work husband, that guy, when he talks to you, you're supposed to, when he says,
No,
Just-
definitely. I'll have a
You have to
conversation
converse
with
with
him.
him now.
but I'll know that this person is my work colleague.
Yeah, but it's
that's what I'm telling you.
thin line, though.
These are not.
You
these are
understand?
not- these
It's
are
when you
not-
now start talking to me like by 8 o'clock after work
Let me tell you, let me even mention something.
about
Sorry.
something that is not related to work.
Let me
Then
tell you
I'll not
something.
start thinking that, okay,
Once
this
me-
guy is
me
interested, you
personally,
get that kind of thing.
I feel like once it's 11 p.m. as a single person, you should be sleeping.
What do you mean?
For me, I don't stay awake past 11. If I'm staying awake
Why do
past
people
11,
think that single people are depressed?
no, it's not about it's
That's
not
what you're trying to
about,
say.
it's not about depression.
It's
not about depression,
The
Jack.
conversations that
See,
happen after
exactly.
11. The conversations that happen after 11
from 10
are
p.m.
crazy.
From 10 p.m.
But
They are
I
crazy.
feel it's single people that even have the best time because
Yes,
at that time
see,
you are in your talking stage.
See,
You understand?
anybody
So
that
far,
hits you up around 11,
I get.
See,
that conversation,
you're
You
more-
up and all
I
this
feel-
stuff like
I feel like
that conversation is going to be
I
very
feel like
interesting.
you're more vulnerable.
Yeah, at that point.
At that point. So like once you guys start,
See, when he's tired,
no matter who I'm talking to, once the sleep comes, I'm going.
Okay.
I'm not staying up for any woman.
What do you mean? You don't fall in love.
Because the moment I start staying up,
this guy has seen
the
shaking.
moment I start,
I'm telling you,
When
it's acting like a 30 person already.
Yeah.
Oh,
So once-
what is 30 years old?
Just do I enter.
once it's 11 p.m. because I use this sleep app on my
Yeah.
phone. So once it's 11 p.m. it just tells me, I'm going to pack your bags, sleep. Maybe I can extend it to like 11:30, sometimes 12 a.m.
You care about
But-
that person. There's a girl already.
Yes. I care about the person.
There's always that one person.
But
Yeah.
but I still try. I don't. That's why sometimes I don't even tell them good night. I just go off.
So for example, if you're making a WhatsApp call with the person, what do you do
No,
then?
I don't. I'm not calling anybody by that time.
Wow.
I'm not calling
Once,
anybody.
So that's how
they
you-
reach that time.
No.
So that's how you do your talking stage only on WhatsApp.
I don't
message.
engage. I don't engage talking stage. The next person I'm dating, I'll just tell the person, marry me. I'm telling you.
There's no
This
time
is-
for
No time.
No time for
Wow.
long talks. There's
Actually,
no-
this is
Like
the sign
each
of
other.
being in your 30s.
Yes, I told you,
They're
I'm-
always serious.
Yes,
But
exactly.
me, I'm not in my 30s, but I'm also serious. Maybe because I'm a female.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
it's almost the same thing because a man in his 30s most time you married with ladies of like
In their
25,
20, yeah,
26
26.
and all.
Yeah.
That's how I'm looking at Tolu very well since because I'm like getting to my days. So then I want us to talk about how, for instance, me. Let me use myself as an example. Yeah, I'm about to be done with NYC
Okay.
in a couple of months, and there's this wave of sadness that hits. I don't want. Is it sadness or anxiety? Anxiety, mostly anxiety, that hits where you don't know what next, and in fact, where your family is asking you, not even family, because sometimes it's not even family most of the time. It's people that don't like minding their business.
Yeah, I'm telling
They'll
you.
be like, what next? What next? What next? So like this whole phase of confusion, not knowing what to do. Tolu, when did you finish your NYC?
Okay, I finished my NYC in 2018 actually.
Okay.
Was it 2018, 2019? I've forgotten.
Yeah.
But
So, like,
yeah, 2018 actually.
So like, did you go through?
Then
this
I went
phase?
to law school. So
Okay.
I didn't go through the phase immediately. Do you know when I'm going to the phase now? It's now. So I'm relating. Like everybody's like, they believe that you should have something in mind. You should have your life organized already. And which is not good. Nothing prepares you for your 20s, because at that moment, you just wake up and realize that you're an adult, that you should start making decisions. Like, how come?
Yeah, I was applying for something recently. I was applying for something recently, and the essay they said we should upload. It was like, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? And I was like, probably playing FIFA. Like, I don't know.
To be very honest with you,
Yeah.
nothing comes to mind.
I'm telling you, because
I'm telling
I thought
you.
about it for a while. Actually, I thought about it for like a couple of days, and nothing was coming to my head, because where I am right now in my career,
Yeah.
I feel like I want to continue down this path, but I don't know if I want to continue down this path for a very long time. I don't, because I don't think I want to be standing under the sun in a couple of years. So
He's an engineer.
yeah,
Okay.
so I've thought about it, and I'm like, if I put as a civil engineer, I would be lying, and I have to be honest to myself. I'm not just thinking about trying to get what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to be
You start
honest to
making
myself as
important
well.
decisions.
Yeah, so
That's true.
I feel like this phase, a lot of people are going through it. A lot of young people.
I'm
They don't even, most
And the
people are
funny
just
part is
winging
that
it.
we don't open up to each other.
Exactly.
Like, if my friend comes to me, oh my God, Tolu, how is your life? Oh my God, my life is so perfect. I'm
Yeah,
fine.
I'm getting there. I'm also getting there. There's this now, for instance, this phase, where you're in this phase where you don't know what to do, you're just winging it. Everybody tends to see you as happy,
I'm telling you.
because when they are seeing you outside, you are smiling and living your best life.
Tell me.
So like, see, Whizdom Summit. This
Okay.
is the first time we're seeing how many, like a year or like 2 years.
Like 2 years.
Yeah. And it's like, you're looking
Good. And it's like, oh my God, you have so much money.
You understand? I have so much. Bro, if I share my account. So
Oh my God.
I don't know what I want to know. How does it feel?
God, it's not like a good space to be in.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I said earlier, nothing prepares you for your 20s. Like you wake up and you realize that, oh my God, I have to start making decisions about my life, like serious adult decision.
Yeah.
Not like all these kids' decisions that, oh, you do this, the next thing you go to another thing. And then you start thinking, this career path that I've chosen, do I really want to do it for a long time, like you said?
Yeah.
So all these things, it's not easy. Anybody that has it in their 20s altogether, kudos to them. But every 20s out there, please know that it's okay not to have it all together in your 20s.
Definitely.
Like, I mean, like I'm 26 now, and I would say this, I'm in my confused state right now. Like, as a lawyer, I'm like, oh God, do I still want to practice? Do I still want to do this? So now I'm just trying different things. That's why I'm on this podcast.
Over Whizdom,
Well,
how does it feel?
Okay, I think right after NYC, I think one thing that is really important. There's something I did intentionally. Like
Okay.
I said, I don't have a lot of friends, but one thing I did is this is very.
You look very serious.
You guys know me. I've probably almost always been serious. But I'm not uptight. I've probably
Okay,
almost
okay.
always been serious.
Yeah.
I had to grow up when I was young. There were some certain things I had to grow up. I had to be mature. And where that doesn't help is because when people now feel like this person has it all together, because they see the kind of path you're leading. You know, the school of this kind of person's pattern. You think, okay, this person right after school, you are set already. It's not always like that. So I have this couple of friends together, two of them, very close friends. One of them to finish NYC together. So one of the things that we consciously did for ourselves was we decided that we're not going to do anything. If you are not feeling fine, don't come and tell me you are feeling fine. Don't do. I'm serious.
Don't pretend.
Don't pretend. So that's our own community. We don't pretend to. If there is zero in your account, even if you don't know how that money is going to come out, let us know. Let us convert. There's this thing about releasing energy.
Yeah.
Whenever you
But
talk,
for some people, like, okay, for some people, they are not like, how will I put it? okay with telling their friends certain things that these are I'm feeling, because their friends usually look up to them and they're like, oh, they are like the ones that have their life all
Not
together.
just that. Sometimes it's about being receptive as well, because sometimes when you say things to your friends about how you're doing, your friend is probably going through the same thing. He doesn't know what to tell you. So be like,
Yeah, some
so-
people just
so
pass
they'll
it
just be
along.
like,
No,
they'll be like,
But that's the thing.
on
But that's the thing.
smalls,
That's the thing.
smalls,
The thing-
they happen.
Yes,
the thing now
and then
depends on
the
kind
next
of
time you
people
don't want to
around
tell
you.
the person again.
No, see, that's the thing. That's why you have to be very intentional about people that are around you.
Yeah.
Because it's not just everybody you call
Friend.
your friend.
Friend.
But when you have when you're intentional that okay, you're not just coming to rant and banter, you're actually actively trying to seek a way out, and that helps. So yeah, see, like for instance now, a couple of guys that the first thing that I told them was okay, we're trying to get this is our own community. Because one thing a lot of people struggle with when you're 20 is okay, we know that there is an echelon of people in society. There's an elite and there's the elite of elite. And our question most times is how do we break into that circle? And most times you can't.
God
because
bless you, wisdom.
Because those people have been building that circle since when they were small.
Yeah.
So people were
Thank
born in
you.
it and they've been raised in it. So
Thank
our own
you.
idea is
Somebody,
that, okay,
a
this is our
friend,
own
told
circle.
me something, and it was like, there's something these rich people are not telling us.
Yes.
Because
the
he has
truth.
really rich uncles, so he's like, there's something they're not telling us, because like he doesn't,
Yeah.
because he doesn't see himself like that. Okay, he will just automatically just be rich
Yeah.
from what he's doing at the
Yeah.
moment.
Abi,
And I understand him. Whenever
except you're a Mark
'cause I
Zuckerberg,
feel like
sha.
I feel like
Even if you're a Mark Zuckerberg, right?
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off. Sorry.
Yeah.
You see this thing, bar. If you check it, right, this generational wealth thing,
Yeah.
like not just one person in your family is just rich and then they sell the company and all this. And this generation, you check it out, you see that there's a way they groom their children into. There's a particular line of field those
Yeah.
people's children go to school and go and study. Because you know that
Yes.
you're not coming out to come and do what is in
Yeah.
my heart desire.
yeah,
You're coming out to come and take on something from
Actually, what I actually want to say is that in your 20s, you realize life, and this is what we are realizing now.
Yeah.
That life is not just about how will I put it? I wake up in the morning, I go and hustle, and I become rich. You have to have
Doesn't
connection.
work. You won't
And
get
that's
rich
the
with
truth.
9 to 5.
you can't even get rich by
95
with your salary.
I'm
I don't want to know how
telling
much
you.
you're earning. You can't
I'm telling you.
get rich. That's I want to steal.
No, you see the thing I think wealth is and all this thing like is being able to have control over your time.
Okay.
A lot of things you pay for it's your time. People buy your time and all because
Yeah.
when you have your time, you can have. For instance, now some people do like what we're doing now. Like on a Monday morning, somebody is shooting content.
Yeah.
The person has control over his time.
Yeah.
That's the kind of space that even if you're not earning so much like that, but
Yeah.
there's a certain level of appreciation you get
Yeah,
with
I
it because
understand
you don't have to wake up by for those people in Lagos, wake up by 2
For-
a.m. 2 a.m. and start
traffic.
preparing to beat traffic.
But some people actually get rich through their 9 to 5. Maybe they add other side hustles
That's
like
comfortable.
investments.
Yeah,
That's
And stuff
I,
like that.
even with
So
that,
the
I
9
feel
to
like
5 like fund another
I
business.
feel like
outside
I
of
feel like
something.
even that one said it's like you're just trying to like fund being
Your
comfortable.
retirement.
Table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's difference between being comfortable and being wealthy. There's a
Okay.
very large difference.
It's true.
Because see, for instance, like what Whizdom said, some people wake up and they shoot videos on the Monday
Yeah.
morning. I have a friend that Ebuka. I don't think Ebuka does not do 9 to 5. Ebuka is,
Yeah, okay.
is a
Yeah.
photographer.
Yeah.
Is oh my god.
But
And
wait, are we are we discrediting 9 to 5 now?
No. I love my job.
Are you sure?
No,
Are you
no,
sure?
no,
Because
no,
when
see,
you wake
you can't-
up
you can't
in
take-
your 20s and you're like,
No,
this
see,
career
listen.
path, I'm
You
not sure.
You can't take 9
Yeah.
to 5 out of a functioning society.
Yeah,
Okay.
Because
definitely.
9 to 5
There are people that
is
will always
what
do
builds
it.
society.
There are people
I
that always
know,
do it.
but
For instance, me
the kind
now,
of 9 to 5 they choose. That's why there's like a work and a
My
good
heart
job.
goes out to all the bankers. From the one I've never liked banking job.
See,
You guys
I wake
are
up.
trying.
I wake up every morning.
Okay.
Yeah, I wake up every morning, and here's my normal routine every morning. I wake up. We have devotion in the house. and stuff. We have devotion. After devotion, we're supposed to get ready.
Okay.
But then, I would go on my phone and use Twitter for like 13 minutes or more. And that period that I'm using
Start
Twitter,
your day off with violence.
I'm thinking about my life.
Okay.
Why was I not born into money? that's mostly the thought that comes to my head every morning. Why was I
Yes.
not born into money? And even when sometimes I'm like, my papa try, sha. At least I went to Paris. My papa try.
Abi,
But
we are comfortable.
yeah, we're like, shit, man.
You get some kind of money we don't see.
But see, there's something that somebody told me that when you've seen money, yeah, when you've seen money, when you see money outside, you won't be moved. You won't be moved. I feel like I've seen money before.
Okay.
Not my money. Not my money. But like, I feel like I've seen money. So where I'm working now is a construction firm.
Okay.
So when we receive contracts, there's sometimes very large sum of money. Sometimes when I sit, I'm like, Jesus, is this how much we're going to construct? And I know money might not be up to that, but the person where they work now, they choke.
In your mind, you're like, when is this money
When
going
is
to
it
be
going to be
mine?
mine? Yes. Like, when will I be able to amass such amount of money? And no matter how patient I want to be, you cannot
You don't
make
just
that
see yourself making that kind of money
Money.
in that line.
in that
of
line.
work. Yeah,
Not
I
just
understand,
I actually like maybe in that line of work here,
Yeah.
but not where I am right now.
Now, yes.
I love I joined construction.
But there's something
in
I
case
want
my
to
guy is
say.
going to watch this. I love
So you
my
love your
yeah, I love my company. Yeah, and every single day I wake up and I see the need to go to work, which is obviously a lie. There's no need, but like
True,
I
sure.
need to earn money and stuff. So
like I was saying, to make it in a 9-to-5 job, you have to have a hustle no matter what.
I understand you. So like there was on this week here where I was going to work. I didn't go to work. I stabbed
Okay.
because there was no cash in the country, and Nigeria
That's
has been showing me shaggy, like back to back.
It is
every single day, like
Yeah.
every single day. Part of the prayers that I pray.
You don't get money, you don't get cash.
Like, there's this like
Yeah.
like the driver at my company told me something. He said people will get money and him will not get money. They call me the same thing because he said he doesn't have money,
Yeah.
but you don't have cash too. So we're
So
the
what's
same
the
thing.
difference?
So he said we're on the same level.
Yeah.
He said him is not even bothered about the situation because he's not even looking to get cash from anywhere. So like I was looking for cash and I couldn't find cash.
Yeah.
So I go home, I go upstairs and I went back to the house and I opened my Instagram and I was seeing cars. And
God,
this
I
was-
beg.
You know, Valentines was on Tuesday,
Yeah.
so people were like giving out cars, people were sharing gifts, people were taking, and I was like,
Pressure.
and I was like,
Please close it before they kill you
so
before your time.
I just closed the app. I closed the app. I was like, no. Normally, while I was younger, I would probably want to be like, I need a break from the internet. But you're not chasing me away from the internet anymore. Like I buy my own data.
Yeah.
I buy my own data.
Yeah.
So you're not chasing from the internet. I'll close it.
Abi,
So I
na your
closed it
own.
and I played game. And I played game for like 5 hours and I felt good.
Yeah,
Like,
peer pressure is a thing. It's a big thing. And one thing we should all know is that have it at the back of your mind that for some people, their parents are sponsoring their lives.
yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
Why some people are genuinely making it.
Yeah.
So-
for instance, tech bros, for instance, I have a couple of friends. I'm shouting out to you guys now.
Tech
I don't want to call your
bros.
names, my guys, but like you understand. I'm shouting out to you guys.
You know when this tech, you know when the tech bro thing started becoming a thing, and then you will see all these guys when they always be on airports. Those white,
I'm
those
telling
white,
you.
those white
You know the funny part, they like to wear black a lot. And then their trouser.
Black native.
What's this trouser? I don't know. There's a particular brown cap. Is it carton trouser? They like to wear or
See,
something like that.
I tried. Like I said, I tried going to tech twice.
Yes.
When your head look at something, look at
But those guys are like the hottest guys in the industry now. Tech bros,
You know,
like
it's their time, it's the internet.
Like-
I think that's why it's really important for you to have like,
But-
a background skill or something. It doesn't really have to be tech.
It doesn't have to
Yeah.
be tech.
Like there's this person on Instagram, right?
Mhm.
What she does is just poetry. She does poetry. And that's sometimes you see her do commercials in her poetry and all,
Okay.
and that's a very beautiful skill. Some people they write. It doesn't have to be tech or any.
so
any
are
skill
you
can,
saying
like,
that in
freelance
this
or something,
generation
yes.
we should still like
Acquire skills.
acquire skills?
Yeah. Honestly, still acquire
definitely,
skills.
definitely.
But I wouldn't advise that you acquire manual skills
Okay.
because with the way the world,
The world
is
is
going,
evolving, so you
you
wouldn't.
can wake up
possibly-
one day and find out that tailors are probably no longer needed.
Yeah.
It's just fashion design. You know, it's the truth.
Yeah, somebody just
Yeah.
funny thing is, so last week a friend told me something that that an AI is going to take my job soon. It sounded funny, but
it's actually true,
probably-
Sha.
probably
It's
be
very
true soon.
true. It's
It
actually
was like
true.
an AI is going to take my job soon. Make I did here.
Honestly, those manuals, with industrialization now.
But how
Imagine a place
possible-
Like China, do you think you see many tailors there?
No.
When the factory make everything, shoes and all. Where are you going to see handmade? That's why
True.
handmade stuff. Actually
So
very
where
expensive.
does passion and then doing a career comes in because of money?
See, the thing, for instance, for tech now, some of the people that I know that are into tech, let me passion carry them go there.
Okay.
Sakpa. But it gets to a point where when you've seen shege, like the shege you've seen is mixed with banza. So like,
Anything is possible.
so you know that
You are looking for where the money is.
if I know
Yeah.
if I know do this, I will suffer. It's like that's
Your
what
head will
fuels
carry it
it.
by force.
That's what fuels it. For instance, my head could not carry because I was just in shaggy bars. I was just in shaggy.
Shege.
I was just in shaggy. So I
You
was like,
never enter times two.
exactly. So I was like, oh, I go fist the rugged my life
Abi.
without this thing.
Yes.
So like for some people, that's what pushed it. That's what
Yes.
fueled the
Yes,
passion.
that's what your
That's
only
where
passion is making sure you're not broke.
But I
Yeah.
admire
That's
them though. They are really trying.
But
The
I
tech
think,
bros.
I think a lot of people are lucky in the sense that their passion is what they went to school for understanding. I have this friend, she studied international relations. If you hear this person talk about politics, see, even if you're not excited about politics, you'll be excited with me, she's excited
Wow.
about it.
For instance, passion does a lot actually. For instance, I said I have a friend,
Yeah.
a photographer, Ibuka. Ibuka started in like 100 level,
Yeah, I think
and now Ibuka is a very big shot.
Wow.
So like, when you have passion,
when I
you
saw
have passion,
Ado posted one of his shows, I was
Yeah.
like, I was really happy for you.
So we are saying that those people that say that okay, money is important should get out.
no. You get out. But
Yeah.
see, like for me now, I'm in structural engineering now.
Yeah.
I go civil engineering, but
Okay.
I'm doing structural part. While I was in school, I didn't like structural engineering for nothing.
Okay.
Because it was not practical how we were being taught. Oh, let me not expose them. But then they were teaching us this design code, right?
Okay.
That nobody's using
it was
again.
very old.
That is more than old. Because the other one that should not be like an upgraded one.
Dr. Ghana,
Right.
wherever you are, wherever you
let's
are,
rep the guy now.
wherever you are, Dr.
Try.
Ghana,
No,
wherever you are,
No, Dr. Ghana tried.
wherever you are.
That code is code
Yeah.
for like you have to be well grounded, like all these Asian
Yeah.
codes, first people. So there was a lot, so I didn't even like it. You know, but then my 300 level, there's this other adjunct lecturer that came and then was like, see, structure is interesting. So I started picking up small. But I've always liked science. But then the place I am right now, structure like this, and I'm liking it because I like the organization structure. I think organizational structure
Okay.
helps workers to even like their job, even if you don't really like it like that.
Yeah.
Because if it's because like for that space now, like engineering space, it's always tiring. You
Wow.
go to site before you come back, headache. You shout on people shout on you. You're supposed to pay workers. Office have not sent money. They want to kill you on site.
Yeah.
They're chasing you on site. See,
I
that's what happens on
understand.
site.
I understand.
You
Especially
see?
the whole
Ah.
phase of shouting at liberals, because liberals will drive you mad. So I
Well,
can
me, I belong to
not
those
to
people
shout.
that believe that you have to be smart about your passion.
understand.
Yeah.
Yes, even though you have a passion for something, make sure that this passion is making you money. Because now money,
Eventually, it won't.
Yes.
Eventually, as far as there's something consistency does. When you're consistent to do something, as far as you talk like say, be consistent. But like when you're consistent doing something, I've
Somehow,
seen
yeah.
people's careers that
Okay.
it tends to help
yeah,
and it pushes their career to like
yes, it's
greater
true.
heights.
To the
When
peak.
you're in the grind.
I'm
when you're in
telling
the
you.
grind.
So have passion, guys. That's one
So-
of the things.
So and finally, elections are.
Yeah.
Do you have your PVC?
I have like I
Wisdom, do you have
suffered,
your
Sha,
PVC?
before
Yeah,
getting it.
definitely
Yeah. So elections are around the corner. Somebody. Because I'm a young boy, I'm not going to call anybody's name.
Eh,
I was going to call a name, but Blah Blue.
it's
He
true.
said
Yeah.
that he wants to rule Nigeria.
No, let's be realistic about this thing. We have the obedience, the Baba Blues, and what about the artsy people?
You have the Atiku people, and then there's Kwankwaso, and then there's the Shiwari. There's a reason why I push Shiwari.
Okay.
You know, there's something about being an activist.
Okay.
Most of that job comes with you being passionate about people. We cannot deny that you are not passionate. We know Shiwari has been passionate about people. But then there are particular job rules that you might not be able to fit in because you're not a very diplomatic person. Let's be very.
Okay.
We've seen Shori go. He's a very good activist. Sometimes when he goes to US and if you see where he stands up for us, and imagine if you have a Senate president that can put the president on his toes for the people.
I understand. But that's if
In
the
what
president
country?
wants to be on his toes.
In what
That's
country?
if the president wants to be on his toes.
But the thing,
Exactly.
see, this regime has showed us that there's a lot of things that can happen that we were not just aware of. We used to think legislators have to always sit on certain things for them to happen. What did this man do us?
They told us that rule of law is nothing.
A couple of days
That's
ago,
why you're a lawyer.
a couple of days ago, we saw that. Imagine we saw that esquires in this country, like they're
They are coming for us.
Like we saw
Are
that.
you coming for
We saw
us?
that. We saw that they'll be losing their jobs soon. Like there will be no jobs for them. Because
Well,
why would the
esquires
Supreme-
will not suffer for this country hand.
why would the Supreme Court rule something and Buhari he came out and he gave his own thing?
So
I'm telling you.
It's just like
No.
the
Seriously, this country has no respect for the judiciary.
Or wait, is it that we don't have respect for the judiciary, or the
The
judiciary don't
president
have
or the
respect for
new
themselves?
the new regime don't have respect for us.
Or the,
Like how it's supposed to go. Everybody's supposed to have power, right?
But the people, my problem with the judiciary is the people at the top, they are making some very crazy decisions that should not happen. There's a governor that is saying he was fourth on the list of polls. Fourth, court now affirmed him to be the governor. There's a recent one.
But you know that you know what is happening in our country now. You know what is happening in our
I think
country.
that was in Taraba, right? Somebody that was not even on the list.
But you
from
know what
primary
is
was
happening in
not
our
on the list on the election
country.
day.
It's
People
scratch
did not
your
vote
back,
for him.
I scratch my back.
Now wait, people did not vote for
Okay.
him, but the court took that person as the winner. How do you expect us to now respect that kind of court?
Let's explain things. Let me explain. Let me explain things to you.
Before we go in,
Okay.
because I can see you people are about to start again. Before we go into
Okay.
Whizdom, yeah. Who do you plan on voting for?
Personally,
No, you want
Yeah, personally.
You carry my own finger.
no, of course, I'll be voting for
Obi.
Obi. The reason why I'll be voting for let me just say this one.
Definitely.
We know.
No, but one of the reasons, because some people talk about is this trader. The thing that I'm a very strong believer in. I'm a nationalist.
Okay.
I just really discovered that in the sense that I would go for something that a Nigerian makes or produce over other, as long as it is durable and fits well.
Wow, that's a good quality.
Yeah. And then we have somebody that is seen over. See, it's not something that he just started yesterday,
Okay.
6 months ago. Somebody that from like 2010, 2005, 2000.
Yes.
That track record is too long for you to maintain, for you to be so hypocritical about being a good person.
Yeah.
Because if you want to trace down every other person that they are doing something good, see, the earliest you can probably recall for them is maybe that flood that happened.
Yeah.
During palliative, these people hoarded Indomie.
Let's not go too deep into
I
it.
said if
We
we
just
start-
ask you who are you
If you
voting
start
for.
talking about Nigeria, I feel just start to cry for you.
I'm telling you,
So,
that's it.
What about you, Tolu?
Obviously, I'm going for obedience.
Okay.
Not because everybody they are going for obedience, because I've seen like the quality of a good president in him. But my prayer is that it turns out right, that we end up like getting him to be the president, because our vote actually counts. Please, our vote
Yes,
counts.
your vote counts.
Go and vote on that day, no matter how lazy you are. Stand up. When you look at how the country is, stand up and go and vote. If you plan to stay in this country, because some people will say that if blah blah blue win, they are packing.
Even if you're going to pack out, you don't know you can pack out, and then once your passport is useless as a Nigerian, they can easily
Return you back.
turn you back.
What about you?
I'll vote for Obi, definitely. There's no,
I know you have blah blah blue in mind.
no, I'm not thinking about it.
But honestly,
Yeah.
my honest hope is that Nigeria actually wins.
Yeah.
It's crazy that as a country.
But I feel like from the Osun State elections,
You see hope.
like I see hope.
Yeah.
I've seen hope. I feel like maybe things would actually be different this time.
Yeah.
So I'm just hoping that maybe at the elections, like obviously in Abuja, nothing will happen. obviously,
Yeah,
because
obviously.
Amen.
Because if you-
That's another thing. Like that's
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
That's the thing that is scaring people. That
Yeah, because-
we youths may go out to vote, and then maybe
Yeah.
these talks will come
Talks,
out and just
obviously,
pursue everybody.
in
God
Abuja,
forbid.
nothing
Nothing always
happens
happens in Abuja.
because nothing happens in Abuja. I don't know, but people told me that it's the capital.
Yeah, it's
Nothing happens
capital.
there.
Nothing happens. Trust me.
But like I've seen in
We
other
pray there will be no
states,
drama.
Yeah, I've seen,
Yeah.
especially in Lagos, where thugs are going to carry the ballot
Snatch the
boxes,
box.
snatch boxes, and
I think recently I was seeing that they said there's heavy military presence. In
yeah,
Lagos.
I saw a video. I just hope it's
Let's
True.
hope. Let's hope that.
I just pray
military
that
presence is for
some
Nigerians,
people,
not
yes,
for-
it's true. For someone else, blah blah blah, or maybe
I didn't call anybody's name.
we didn't call anybody's name. We're
But
just
anyways,
saying. Yeah.
That will be all for today. Thank you for watching or listening to the very first episode of To Be Candid. We
Yay.
hope to come back with better episodes. We hope to be consistent. This episode was sponsored by Bluezest Studios. Bluezest Studios, yeah?
Yeah,
This is good.
Yeah. Thank you very much for listening and watching. See you next time. Bye.
Bye, guys.